Real estate is a contact sport. And that's why there's so many agents who are not successful, because they don't realize this is a contact sport. You have to get out there, you have to talk to people, you have to network, and specifically talk to people who are interested in buying or selling real estate.
Murad is a former U.S. naval officer, and he's a current luxury real estate agent, just out there killing it, by the way, and founder of Fiki Properties. So I can't wait to hear about your goals. You've already, been crushing it. I've been seeing you on social media, and so I can't wait to hear your goals for the year. So thank you for joining us.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Good having you back. So what are your goals for real estate this year?
Well, we're going to sell $60 million this year in gross sales.
No small number.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Yeah, so last year we ended the year very close to 20 million.
Mm-hmm.
And, we're growing the team. So definitely looking to expand our team and our leverage. And, we have someone who just started with us. So, that's going to allow us to scale. And, I mean, if we don't hit 60 million in sales this year, it's just going to be disappointing, because there's no way we're not hitting that.
Yeah. Well, that's how you do it, right? You burn the bridges, and it sounds like you've already done that. So,
yeah.
What? Go ahead.
Yeah, and then just expanding the reach on social media. Taking our brand to a new level. I love using social media because it just allows us to connect with people all over the world.
Yep. Yeah, and you crush it with that on really every platform that I see you on. I don't know. Are you on TikTok too?
Yeah, I'm gonna get more active on TikTok, but I definitely am.
You would do so, connect with me on TikTok. I do not do TikTok the best, but I see some other influencers and agents and investors do it really, really well, and we're going to be pivoting our strategy on there. But I think with what you do and the image and the brand you built, you would absolutely crush it, and especially with the beautiful houses that you're selling. You would just crush it. I mean, come on, 100,000 followers on TikTok this time next year. You got it.
Oh, for sure. 1 million, maybe.
1 million. Yeah.
No, definitely. No, I have fun with TikTok. I'm still, wetting my beak and learning how to use it. It's very different than other platforms.
Yeah.
But it's fun. You can have fun with it. I feel like I can just be authentic and raw.
Yeah. That's the game. So, what do you do to keep yourself on track? So 60 million. You don't just set that goal and forget it and work towards it. What are you doing to make sure that, hey, we're on track? Or maybe at halftime in January, we're like, hey, we need to do this and this differently, or we're a little bit behind pace. What do you do to keep yourself on track?
Listings is leverage. I focus on being a listing agent. I definitely do work with buyers, but really focusing heavily on listings. He who controls the inventory controls the market.
Totally.
So yeah, we carry about 20 listings at any given time, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, but I definitely want to double or triple that. If I double or triple that, and not if, but when I double or triple that this year, the sales volume will inevitably double or triple as well.
Because for every listing, you're picking up a couple buyers off of that, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then every one of those, a certain percentage, whether it's a third or a half of those buyers have a house that they're going to sell, and or someone that they know has a house that they're going to sell, right? That's a formula.
Yeah. Just there's the word of mouth effect. Everybody that you help, everybody that you reach out to, the more contacts. Real estate is a contact sport. And that's why there's so many agents who are not successful, because they don't realize this is a contact sport. You have to get out there. You have to talk to people. You have to network. And specifically talk to people who are interested in buying or selling real estate. So, if you're scared and nervous about talking to people, or you don't want to get out there, you don't want to make phone calls, it's going to be a tough business, tough life. You really have to get out there.
Yeah.
45,000 agents in Houston.
Is that current? I heard that number a few years ago. I was thinking, man, there's got to be more double that now.
Oh yeah.
And that's actually just realtors. I think there's 80,000, because there's so many agents that are unlicensed or not a part of the realtor association. But
yeah, and they just want to hang their license, do a deal here and there, and that's just not conducive to building a business.
Because ultimately, what it comes down to, because you just said, I mean, there's a million realtors out there. How are you different? Like I saw this on a TikTok, and it was an investor talking to an agent. Now, it was a hypothetical conversation that he had, but it basically was saying like, you want to list my house? What makes you different than the 300 other realtors that I could talk to in 60 seconds? Like, but you need to know that answer, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure if I had a $600,000 house that I wanted to list, and I asked you that question, like, you know how to position yourself and provide that unique value proposition that sets you apart from other folks.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's what, I live and work here in Memorial. I mean, I sell the entire greater Houston area, and, all the way from Galveston to the Woodlands to Lake Conroe. We have sales in Lake Conroe, Sugar Land, East Bernard. I can go on and on, but I live in Memorial. I work Memorial, and a lot of the agents here in Memorial have been around for 40 years. So I literally, I mean, they've been here for 40 years, and so when I'm meeting with someone, that question comes up, why do I go with you over who's been here for 40 years? And the answer is simple. It's because I'm the new school. XYZ, who's been doing this for 40 years, is going to put it on hard. They're going to wait for the phone to ring. They're going to use the old school method that worked 40 years ago. I'm not saying it doesn't work now, but now with the advent of social media, I know for a fact that these agents don't have the following that I have online. I have over 100,000 followers just on Instagram alone, and I'm building this massive following, and they don't use social media because it's the old school style.
So that's actually a good point for the new agents, because the new agents, like, you're going to outwork the veterans. Because I ran a sales team, and I told that to new sales guys, like outside of real estate. It was an in-house sales, phone sales. And I told them, I was like, as brand new sales agents, that you will outperform the veterans because you don't have all the mental blocks that they do. You don't complain like they do. Mm-hmm. You're hungry, you're motivated, you're excited. You will sell more than them. Keep that.
And not just that, I tell them, okay, so me and XYZ, we're going to race, right? We're going to race. They're going to run a mile and I'm going 2 miles. Who do you bet on? And of course they say, well, XYZ. It's like, okay, but what you don't know is I'm going to be on a bicycle, but they're going to be running, and they're going to go a mile. I'm going to go 2 miles. Who's going to win? Who do you bet? Oh, now you bet on me because I'm using a bicycle. I have leverage. I say that's exactly what social media is. Social media is leverage. How can I build a following and reach way more people than this person who's been here for 40 years? It's because I use leverage and I use technology, and technology is here to help us. So me using technology and being savvy in the latest, greatest advanced marketing strategies allows us to market your home in ways that others won't do it.
All right.
And I said, I respect so-and-so and they've done great, but now it's 2022. What are we going to do differently that no one else is doing?
Love it. Well, I think you may have picked up a client or two after this. All right. Hey, Ryan, look forward to catching up with you at some of these networking events.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. This is great. Anytime you need me, let me know.
Certainly. Take care.
See ya.
Bye. Thank you for joining us.